Alright, YouTube. I'm back again, but this time, so I recently ranked my 5 favorite horror movies, and then also ranked all 6 Scream movies. Today I'm coming with a ranking of all 13 Halloween films, and this is actually inspired by a girl named Hope that my girlfriend personally knows that subscribed to the channel and recommended that I do a ranking of Halloween, which is my second favorite horror franchise. So I was definitely down to do that, which I already plan to do that on this channel. Closer towards Halloween, I'm gonna, take down all the big horror movie franchises. But I was looking forward to doing this anyways. But my point of saying this is that, shout out to Hope, first of all. Second of all, if you guys want to see anything that, you want me to do and you reach out or leave comments, I would, I'll get it done because, that's what I'm here for. So I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm going to dive right in since it's 13 movies. I don't waste too much time. So a lot of people's rankings seem to be similar when it comes to like the bottom half of the Halloween movies. But my personal least favorite movie, and I mean least favorite movie, like capital Least, is Halloween Resurrection 2002. Like, it feels like with this movie, they had a script for a horror movie, and they were like, we own the rights to Michael Myers, so they made a Halloween movie. You know what I mean? Like, there's only one positive I'll take away from this movie, and it's the idea of having a, early 2000s, like, reality TV show, like, horror movie. Like they're making, like, a fake horror movie, but, like, somebody's actually killing people. That's a cool concept, but it's not a Halloween movie, bro. Like, the original Halloween is, Michael Myers stalking babysitters and, being like this physique who's barely there, but he's there. Is he supernatural? Or is he human? Michael Myers killing people that are on a fucking reality TV show is just fucking ridiculous. But coming at number 12, I got Halloween Ends 2022, which should not be to anybody's surprise. I know, like I said, the bottom 4 movies seem to be like the bottom 4 movies for most people. They just kind of fluctuate depending on who it is. But Halloween Ends, I will never forget. So further down the list, I'll get to Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills. I was a gigantic fan of those movies. Halloween Ends, I literally, I watched that movie. I watched it again. And then I watched it again, and I still was like, I don't get it. Who the fuck let these people make this movie? How the fuck did this movie get a fucking... okay, so I know I don't work for Hollywood, but I know people have to sit down, go over a script. I know for damn sure executives have to watch the fucking movie. Who let this movie go out there, bro? They set up an amazing 2 movies. And then the third movie, I don't understand. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because I'm going to crash the fuck out. But Halloween Ends coming in number 12. Halloween 2 Rob Zombie is my 11th, okay? And I know there's a lot of defenders of the Halloween Rob Zombie movies. They're really not for me, bro. Don't get me wrong. I feel like Rob Zombie would have did a better job with Texas Chainsaw. Like, that Texas Chainsaw Massacre is his favorite horror movie of all time. I've watched him do multiple interviews about it. And that's kind of like why House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects is so, But Rob Zombie, has a very specific style that doesn't work for Halloween. You know what I mean? Granted, Tyler Maine's Michael Myers, menacing as fuck, huge. I love the mask. Super, super cool character. But in the fucking second movie, he only has half his mask. And the only good thing about the second movie is the first 20 minutes. And it's like, oh yeah, that was a dream sequence. Now let me show you a shitty ass movie now that we got your attention. fucking 2 out of 10 movie. Coming at number 10, I got Halloween 5, 1989. A lot of people shit on Halloween 5 make it their very last, which, don't get me wrong, I really do understand. But I really like how they kind of play into like the fall vibe, like the harvest, like when he kills those people in the barn, you know, and they're on hay bales and he has a pitchfork, you know, like they're really playing into like the fall vibes. I really like that. Granted, they kill off fucking one of the best characters. What's her name? It's not Tina. Rachel. They kill off Rachel, and then we get replaced with fucking Tina, the girl who literally is supposed to be in charge of Rachel, the girl who all of a sudden somehow went fucking mute. And is just gone so she can go get dick at a Halloween party and ends up getting killed. Fucking, and when she died in that movie, I was like, thank you, Michael. Thank you, bro. Because I couldn't fucking stand that. I could not stand one more second with her, bro. And Dr. Loomis is one of my favorite characters in any movie. In that movie, I couldn't even stand him in that. Like, he was just so over the top. Like, that. I understand why it's most people's least favorite movie. And the ending makes no fucking sense. But, and The Mask, oh man. And The Mask is fucking terrible. Let me stop finding reasons to try to defend this movie. Let me move on. Coming at number 9, this is controversial. I got Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I don't know why so many people like this movie. I know that a lot of people's gripe is that it doesn't have Michael Myers in it. And then, like, people who have appreciation for the fact that it's an anthology story and everything, like, I get that. Like the anthology story aspect is cool to think about. Like, what if in a different world, you know, after Halloween 2, we were done with Michael Myers, and then we kept getting Halloween movies that were an anthology story. That's cool to think about, but like, fuck that. Like, I'm here to see Michael Myers. You know what I'm saying? Season of the Witch. The only thing that is memorable about that movie to me is the fucking song that gets stuck in my head every fucking Halloween when I think about it. Like, I can't stand that movie. Kudos to anybody who actually does like that movie. I wish I was there with you. I wish I could experience the same movie you guys are watching, but I just can't. Coming in at number 8, I got Rob Zombie, Halloween 2007. Now, beyond this movie are all movies that which can be controversial because, let's be real, a lot of slasher movies are not subjectively good. But after this Halloween, and I do like Halloween Rob Zombie's third act. But the reason I like the third act of that movie is because it's a fucking shot-for-shot, almost beat-for-beat remake of John Carpenter's Halloween. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, after this movie, I start to like all the other ones, like a very big degree. I'm actually going to probably rate them going down 7-1. But yeah, coming in number 8, Halloween Rob Zombie. I kind of covered how I feel about Rob Zombie doing Halloween when I was talking about Halloween 2. Which, you know, it is a lot of people's favorite, and I really respect that, you know. But I feel like that's for more or not, like, not to throw shade on anybody. I feel like that's for people who aren't, like, genuinely, like, big horror fans and have passion for, like, you know, real horror. You know, like, Halloween Rob Zombie is kind of brutal and stuff. So they're like, oh, yeah, and it's Michael Myers. So, like, oh, yeah, I really like that one. But I don't think, if you really, like, appreciate good horror, you know, like Psycho or like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Black Christmas, The Thing, stuff like that, like, you kind of would understand what I'm saying. So coming in at number 7, I got Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers. Let me lead off by telling you, yes, I'm ranking this movie, or rating this movie a 7 out of 10. Yes, this movie is awful storyline-wise. But yes, Michael Myers is cool as fuck in this movie, and you cannot tell me otherwise, bro. It's the third act of this movie is so fucking cool when he goes. So, like, I know it does, like, the court or the Cult of Thorn, I think it's called, yeah. That doesn't make any sense, right? So at the end of Halloween 5, the writer and director literally said in an interview they didn't know what the fuck they were doing when they included the Man in Black at the end of that movie. So when they, go back to the hospital at the end of Halloween 6, like, nobody knows what the fuck's even going on at that point anyways. But when you get to see Michael Myers just butcher a room full of like 20 doctors, bruh, and then hawk down a dude and fucking put his head through a fucking... Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. And on top of that, it was Donald Pleasant's last role. Like, come on, bro. I know that it's not a good movie. I know Paul Rudd is an awkward freaking weirdo in that movie. Like, I would not let that man around anybody I knew if I actually personally knew him in that movie. But the scenes with Michael are enough to, like, override all the other bullshit. And it is a biased opinion because 7 out of 10 is really probably not, like, actually, anywhere close to, like, an accurate score. But I love, and I mean love, the shots we get with Michael in that movie. Especially the one when he's walking across the street and it's thunderstorming, bro, and he's just casually hawking, bro, like... I understand a lot of people don't like Halloween 6, and I really do understand it in terms of like why the fuck do I keep trying to say Cult of Thorn? That shit makes no sense. I get it. But if you look at the whole trilogy, 4 is a great movie, 5 dog shit like we said, and 6 it's mediocre. So like I don't understand everybody's problem. Coming in at number 6 is Halloween 4. One thing I'll give Halloween 4 is this is the most aesthetically Halloween movie out of the entire franchise. Do not get me wrong. Like, when it opens up and it's just fall. You got pumpkins, you got red and orange and yellow leaves falling. Like, once again, the mask is fucking horrible. I mean, I don't understand how a white mask, a white fucking Captain Kirk mask, right? That they could replicate that well in 1978. How the fuck is it that hard 10 years later in 1988 to I don't get it. It's a great movie. If The Mask was good, I probably would put it way higher, to be honest with you. I know I would, bro. Because like I said, the movie is so aesthetically pleasing, but it's just like, how am I supposed to take this motherfucker serious? And he was wearing hockey pads. Like, what the fuck was he wearing hockey pads for, bro? Michael Myers in the original Halloween is like fucking 5'11", like $170. You know what I mean? That's what makes him scary. He could be anybody. I don't know, man. It don't make sense. But one thing I will say about that movie is that's the smartest Michael Myers has been in any movie. Because he's like low-key setting traps. He took out the city's power. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I like how like mob rules, like, well, if the police ain't gonna do it, we're gonna get it done. Like, Halloween 4 is a very good movie. It's just like, it does have its flaws. So coming at number 5, this usually is a lot of people's, top. This is some people's favorite, but even sometimes some people's top 3. Coming at number 5, I got Halloween H2O. Mind you, when I was a kid, this was my favorite Halloween movie, and it was because I could watch it when I was 7 because it didn't have any sex scenes in it, and it didn't have like, yeah, that's it basically. So like I could watch it whenever I wanted. Like that's why when I was a kid, I watched Scream 1 through 3 every single day because I didn't have to have my mom skip through anything. I was allowed to watch that shit. You know what I mean? H2O is a good movie. The finale is the movie to me. Like, you kind of like sit through Josh Hartnett and everybody, like, and their high school relationship or college relationship. Or yeah, it's high school because it's like boarding school. Like the opening scene, it's decent. You get like a monologue from AI Loomis. But the first hour and like 10 minutes, all you're doing is setting up the third act for Laurie and Michael. Well, actually, I take that back. It's probably like the first 50 minutes because the movie is only 88 minutes long. So by the time you get to the third act, like, don't get me wrong, it is amazing. Like, you know, Laurie trapping Michael in there, screaming his name, John Carpenter's score cutting in, her cutting his head off after loading the van. Like, that is all perfect. But it also gets bumped down because Halloween Resurrection, like, Jamie Lee Curtis, she signed a contract to do a H2O, but did not know in her clause she would have to do 15 minutes of a extra film following up. They knew what they were gonna do to maximize profit. So it ruins a lot of the movie for me. If they would have never made Resurrection and left H2O the way it was, Halloween might probably be like Halloween 1978 and Halloween H2O might be regarded as the two like most satisfying horror movie starts and conclusions, you know. Moving on to number 4. This is also probably controversial because this movie does not have a story. I know, but Halloween Kills is number 4, and it's because I am a true horror movie fan. Okay, I do go to the movies for story. I do go to the movies for, you know, like substance, context. Halloween Kills though, bro. Like, I wanted to go to the movie theaters and watch Michael Myers fuck everybody up, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah, there was a shit ton of terrible dialogue in between, a lot of plot holes, evil dies tonight being said every fucking 12 minutes. But I had a great time with it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. I love Halloween Kills. And that's, you know, the only defense I have for it is I went to the theaters to watch Michael Myers fuck people up. And he did. Coming at number 3. And mind you, I probably had more enjoyment out of Halloween Kills. Subjectively, Halloween 2018 being my number 3. It's a better movie. I know it is. And the ending of that, once again, that was the ending of Halloween, and it was just Laurie finally trapped Michael in the basement. He's sitting there looking, just, it's almost like he don't have to say anything. The way he's looking at her and the way the music is so dark and the fire's burned, it's like, you got me. You know what I mean? He's just like, fuck. But coming at number 2, I got Halloween 2. And to be honest with you, Halloween 2 was my favorite for a while after H2O when I was a kid because I bought a Dick Warlock Halloween 2 replica mask with the blood tears. So, like, I went from liking H2O to liking Halloween 2 because it was like a pure slasher movie. But if you watch Halloween 1978 and Halloween 2 1981 back to back, like in the same sequence, it's almost like you don't skip a beat. It's almost like you're watching the same movie, just drug on. And that's what I love about Halloween 2. Like, I know a lot of people have a problem with Laurie being, you know, just pinned to a hospital bed the whole movie. And then it's just basically you have all these side characters from Michael Myers to pick off one by one. But like I said, that's the formula of a slasher movie. You know what I'm saying? And you get some of the coolest shots, some of the coolest kills in this movie. So, obviously coming in at number 1 is 1978 Halloween. In my opinion, the second greatest slasher movie of all time behind Scream. But Scream wouldn't have happened without this movie. And this movie wouldn't have happened without Black Christmas or Psycho, so, you know. But the thing is with Halloween 2 and Halloween 1, if you watch them in sequence, it's basically the same day. Well, it is the same day story-wise, but I'm saying it's the same day with 2 different sides of a movie. If you were to watch 1 and 2, you get the slasher, the babysitter stalker, you know, like, in the shadows, Michael Myers, he's just gone. And then you get the Michael Myers who's just out for vengeance, you know, if you watch him, you know. There's actually movie theaters that do double features of Halloween 1 and 2, and I would love to go see it one day. Like, go get some popcorn, some candy, and watch Halloween 1 and 2 in theaters. That would be so freaking dope, man. Like, Halloween is definitely my second favorite horror movie franchise, but I actually like Michael Myers better than I like Ghostface. I just think Scream has more of a special place in my heart. So I'm going to wrap this video up. But my next video is going to be ranking my top 10 favorite horror movie villains. So I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope you guys keep tuning in.